Hi, welcome to A Foreigner in the Philippines. Well, actually it's turned out to be such a terrific day. We were worried yesterday. We didn't go to church yesterday because there had been so much rain, and the Little Red, which is our standby Old Faithful, was actually at the mechanic's place because it needs head gasket. Would you believe? Overheating head gasket. So it's having that done today, and we are without the red. So now I need to walk in the mud and go down there and pick up the red and get some groceries for our new healthy regime. Now what's happening here is our storage house, and so I'll give you an update on that. Well, you can see how quickly everything deteriorates and goes into a complete mess. This is an indication of the kind of walk that I'll have on my way down to the road when I pick up the red. So here we're doing great. We just got the two guys working today because there's not actually that much to do to take them through to the end of a complete day's work. And that's Julio up there in the yellow sweater, and in the white is Beanie. Beanie is Beth's brother. So you can see where we are now. We've got, really we're looking at doing two sets of windows, two sets of two windows. Now the rest of this area is going to be in quite heavy shelving, which will go right up to probably to the ceiling, and we'll be using that as the storage area for the boxes that we have. Now in this particular case we were thinking that we would actually put a ceiling into this, so there'll be struts going across for that purpose. I'm thinking that we will put in some guttering along there and maybe a rain barrel. We're very lucky in that we do have a very good supply of fresh water. You can see how we've coped with that. Believe it or not, those two barrels, all of the water from the well down the hill, and I mean down the hill, if you look just how down the hill it can be here, it can be a very stiff walk carrying water, and it's pumped up from there by a pump which is constantly working on and off. Right, as soon as the storage tank drops below a certain level, then the pump clicks in and it starts pumping water up again, and then from there, believe it or not, the two barrels will take water down. Well, it will gravity feed water to our house, to that little house down there, which is where the boys and Bibi and their mom live. Well, you can see the faucet that's working there because that's Talia, and she's doing her laundry, and so it takes water down to them too. It takes water to the pool when it's finally is going to be working. We can't run to that at the moment. That's our guest house. Takes it to our house, it takes it to the guest house, it takes water down to Nanai's house. First time in, I think it was 48 years. So we'll be very close now. We are actually very close to being able to put the AMAC on. up. Then we'll be looking at making door frames, making three doors, plus we'll be putting in a toilet and a wash basin and taking it out to what is actually the septic tank, which is under our feet right now. Here's the breather. This is the breather now that you can see. So the other plan, as you can see, there's two block walls going up with a doorway here, so that from the outside you can go in there, and then that will lead doorway leading into the room itself. Now out of this room we'll lose the bathroom. Then we've got to look at how best to use this space. I would really love to have made it so that it didn't need that center post, but it worked out that way, and so we'll work around it. But it's quite a big area. Well, the spec was for 20 feet by 20 feet. I'm not sure, don't know whether that actually happened, but it's very close to that. Outside and inside we will be rendering. Now obviously all of this soil, we employed two of the boys to bring this soil in, and yes, well, they're just boys, and they made a little mountain in here instead of dumping it down and leveling it out as they went. What can we say? We can't complain, they worked very hard and were paid okay. Okay, well, that's a little update on the work that's going, and we're going very well. We're very pleased. So, talk again later. This is a foreigner in the Philippines. This is our storage area.